Hey, it's Corey for day 99 of my vulnerability challenge. And today is Sunday after our big performance on Friday night in Chicago of the James Bond Spectacular. We performed in front of 900 people, 3 different shows. And I got to work with this exceptional cast of talented, youthful, energetic, wonderful artists. I am sore as shit today. I am not the 20-something-year-old who used to do this stuff regularly. And even though I wasn't dancing, just being on my feet that much, I think we rehearsed for 10 hours straight on Friday and then put up the show 3 times that night. And by the end, it was just exhausting. And I'm paying the price now, but so worth it. So much fun, not complaining. Just fascinated. I'll share from a vulnerability place. I was so envious of. I was so envious when I was watching them dance. It brought up so much for me about who I used to be and what I used to love and what I used to fill my days with. I envied being able to move my body like that and being in that kind of performance space. I was the guy on stage who was kind of like sometimes like a bar mitzvah host is the way it was described, like schmoozing the audience, and I had lines that moved the show forward, and I played some of the villain characters, but the experience of dancing and focusing on that element of performance, I love it. And it reminded me of a time of my life that was 15 years ago, 16 years ago, longer, 20 years ago. And there was a piece of me that longed to go back to that. I think that's why I went out with some of the cast later that night. It was being in contact with that energy reminded me of that piece of myself from long ago, and I wanted to continue that a little bit longer. By the time that they went out, even later, they ended up going to a nightclub to go dancing, and I was like, okay, time for Corey to retire, go home, and remember that he's 42. So that was awesome. But I'll tell you, I reminisced on the way home. I had those feelings of, you know what, I could spend some time doing this again. Maybe I could go to LA once in a while for some auditions, or just making people aware that I'm available for acting again. It was very freeing to be on the stage entertaining people, but not from this vulnerability place that I do so much work around now. There's a lot of responsibility now because vulnerability is a pretty serious topic, and I'm sharing, it's like a more dramatic piece of work, and it was fun to do something that was pure entertainment. Really enjoyed that. I didn't have the same kind of responsibility for the audience where, with my vulnerability talk, I'm a writer, director, and performer and facilitator. Like, there's just a different kind of responsibility. So this was so super fun to participate in. I'm just incredibly grateful that I was asked to participate and share my talents, and I got invited to meet wonderful people that I think I will continue to follow and hopefully maintain some friendships with some of them. Just some brilliant, beautiful spirits. So I'm feeling grateful today, and also some vulnerability around that person I used to be and the part of me that would love to return to some of that and figure out, can I integrate that with my new life now, or do I leave it in the past? Those feel like some very real, normal human emotions that I'm just going to sit with for a while, see what happens. Thanks for listening. I hope that you do something, share something, live vibrantly by sharing the things that make your voice shake and doing the things that make you nervous. If you see my previous post, I was nervous as shit Friday night about doing this performance, but it was awesome. It's such a great experience, and I remembered all my lines and had a good time. Thanks for listening.